I started doing this. I've always been fascinated by modelling, but just before the pandemic, I noticed that my fingers were getting a little bit stiff with arthritis, and I thought to myself one afternoon, while my wife was at work and my other daughter was working somewhere, and I thought, I need to do something to try and keep everything supple. And basically, that's how this started. I made a little model of a cafe that was in Carrick-on-Shannon. I think it was. I can't remember the name of it now, but it's closed now. Lena's. It's now closed, but we used to go there a lot. And I thought, well, they had a little postcard, and I thought, well, I can try and make a model of that. I've improved since then, but it's one of those things that I just really find fascinating. I like to look at buildings. Strange enough, the first thing in a building I look at is the roof and the chimneys, because I don't know if you notice on the courthouse I've got a bit of twig growing out of one of the chimney pots, and that's really how I get sort of interested in something, and I sort of build in my head from the top down. But just occasionally people ask me if I make a model. And my friend has asked me to make these to the cottage and the church some while ago, but generally I just do it for my own amusement. The Georgian house here is made out of two boxes of underpants. And they're cardboard, good sturdy cardboard, and they make a good building. And I just cut it down to size.
So you've only just started this since the pandemic?
Yeah, since just before
the quality of these are amazing.
Yeah.
I'll put the photos along so people can see them. And you're self-taught then?
Yeah, more or less. Yeah, and I say there's a couple of people on YouTube that I follow, and they say, oh, that's a great idea. And also, they're quite useful because they'll say, oh, I bought, I got these from such and such a dealer, and you can then get in touch by email or online to get the items. It's like that's downpipes and guttering. I found that on one of these programs these videos I'd watched.
Yeah.
So
they're amazing. It would be lovely to see them in an exhibition one day. I really think so. Especially you've got Dwyer's, the butcher shop here that used to be in Ballymote, and it's been closed for as long as I can remember. And we moved here over 30 years ago.
Oh right, yeah. So it's that long.
I don't ever remember it being open.
Yeah.
So and I just love the attention to detail and the lights that you have here. And as I say, it's probably going to be hard for people just listening, but I will put the photos along with them so that they can see them.
Oh, that's nice.
And do you have a plan to do like a big town, or will you just stick to the small
Well, I just keep building, but then it's where to put them. Well,
that's why I think an exhibition would be
it would be quite nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I know the Mullet Row the one at the end there, the courthouse and the pub. The pub's the only building remaining, and that's derelict now.
Wow, and that's Mullet Row in Gurteen.
Yes, up the road from here.
In Sligo, okay.
Yeah. And that I showed because the school there was closing down. The junior school's closed, but it's become preschool. Okay. And but when they had their closing down thing in the summer, I brought that up, and I presume they had a chance to see it. It was on exhibition there. But,
that's fantastic. And I'm even looking in the windows here. I see little posters, tiger on the loose, and there's chairs, and there's pews in the church, and it's just it's fascinating. So that's
and
brilliant.
There's Miss Winterbourne Closet. You'll see her waving through the window.
Yes, I do. A nosy neighbour there looking out. It's great. Thanks so much for telling me.
That's okay.
Brilliant.
That's a pleasure.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure.